Hi guys, welcome back. So Ireland win the last warm-up match between Ireland and Wales, 19-10. A good win for Ireland. We're going to go through the game, look at some of the general themes, and I quite enjoyed the game actually, because it was a bit more like a test match. The intensity was there, the intent was there, and really I actually thought both sides looked World Cup ready. Ireland obviously be a lot happier with their win. Wales, sure they lost and they've only won one of their World Cup warm-ups, which isn't great, but what I would say is psychologically Wales are very strong. Warren Gatland's made them that way, and if any side can cope from losing 3 of their warm-ups, then Wales can. But let me know, if only winning one of your warm-ups is a big problem or not. But anyway, looking at that first half, Wales' attacking shape is starting to form very nicely. They really know what they want to do. They're quite proficient in doing it. And one of the differences in the second half is Ireland stopped that attacking shape. And that made quite a big difference actually. Irish still have a few line-out problems for sure. And maybe if you want to fix a few line-out problems, then you bring on your 6'10". Oh, hang on. No, they haven't picked him. And, I'm being a bit facetious here, but, talking about John Klein, did he have a great game? He was okay. Did he look better than Devon Toner? I don't know. Not really to me. James Ryan certainly looked great. But anyway, leave that one out there. Carney's try was quite good. I did like that. Very clinical stander. Made a few big carries in the game. Certainly that one where he went right over the top of Patchell. Unfortunately, Patchell struggling with an HIA. That could be bad news really, but it wasn't Stander's fault. Stander, big smash, very direct. Carney's try. In fact, all of Ireland's tries were kind of classic Ireland, and we'll come on to that more in the second half. Then we had Hadley Parkes' try, and what a line that was. Wales deserved a score. They had a lot of good possession and pressure. They would have wanted more than one score in that first half, but that Parkes line where he comes completely outside the eye line of the defenders, and the defenders are watching a nice pod of forwards in their eye line, takes him completely unawares, wipes out the ref as well for good measure. That's always fun to see. And it was this test match intensity. All the players looked quite sharp actually. I don't think there were any massive concerns about players particularly. Let me know if you think someone looked a bit dodgy or not, but I didn't really see it. And Wales's general play, they're attacking, and their line-outs look nice and clean. So there was a lot to be happy about for Wales in that first half. Then Ireland do turn the switch a bit in the second half. They get back to that sort of intensity in attack and defence that we saw in 2018. And it was very much, in a positive way, the return of the green machine, if you like. It had looked in the warm-ups like Ireland were looking to offload a bit more and be a bit more expansive. And in that second half, they went right back to what had worked in 2018, but they hadn't found the intensity to make it work in 2019. But in this half, they got there. They finally got there. Maybe it's their, Rory Best's last match at home, Smith's last match at home, sending them off to the World Cup. I don't know what it was, but they found what it was. All the big players like Murray, Sexton seemed to step up. Furlong stepped up, Ryan stepped up, Henshaw back as a big boost, and it just seemed to lift them back to that state that they were in 2018. And we got, nearly a try, held up try for Ireland, off a real straight launch, and then off 9, off 9, off 9. And I thought, oh, hang on, seen this before. And then indeed Furlong's try, very similar, same way, straight launch, and then off 9, off 9, off 9, same way, nice and simple. Furlong, big muscle, pushes his way over. That unstoppable green machine that we'd seen be very successful. I thought, oh, that's coming back. And then Ireland's defence are stepping up, their scrum was looking better. Then Ryan's try, look at it again, exactly the same. Off 9, off 9, off 9, looking to go the same way. I mean, even when there's a very short side going the same way, they're still going, and Ryan indeed muscles his way over again. I think that was the final score, 19-10. Then they brought on the impact subs, Cronin, Kilcoyne, Porter in the front rows, a nice impact front row, which made a bit of a difference. Wales were trying to get that attacking shape we'd seen in the first half going, but the Irish defence were really fired up. Some huge hits, smashing Wales back, they just couldn't get going, suffocated them completely. And Ireland had some good attacking pressure towards the end, but to be fair, Wales toughed it out. You know, they were looking mentally tough, even though they got a bit overpowered there in the second half. So, you know, that's a big boost to Ireland, I think. They needed that. Psychologically, they were looking a little fragile. That's very important for them going off to the World Cup. Wales, like I mentioned, I think can cope from, you know, a number of losses, although they will be disappointed, and there will be a few questions asked there. But Ireland aren't playing at home in the World Cup, and we've seen all sides do better at home because we know that's what happens. England did better at home, everyone did better at home, New Zealand did better at home, but only Japan are going to be at home in the World Cup, so you know, that's the bonus for them and not for everyone else. Like I mentioned, is Klein really better than Toner? I haven't seen it so far. Murray, Sexton looking back to their best. Wales suffocated. Henshaw the big boost, definitely. And there's one point I'd like to make that's completely separate to the match really, but there were a few times where players are held up in the tackle. It's called a maul. They go to ground. You don't have to release. Shaw scrums the other side. However, I keep thinking, well, hang on. You're not allowed to deliberately bring down the maul. And how many times do the defending side, as soon as they hear maul, they fall over, deliberately collapse that maul, but get the scrum, even though technically a lot of the time it's a penalty against them for deliberately collapsing the maul. Referees aren't calling it, so now when they hear the word maul, everyone just flops over, they get the scrum. But really, a lot of them shouldn't be, so just to wonder what you think about that. And then finally, just to kick it off, Gatland has been a bit critical, a bit sour grapesy maybe, about the way Ireland played. You know, going back to their green machine, off 9, very predictable, you know, hard to stop, and Gatland didn't like it. I wonder why that was. He says what he thinks, which is great for us. I got a feeling maybe, you know, they colluded a bit on these warm-ups as to how they were going to set up and what they wanted to get out of them. Was that kind of against the idea of what they wanted to do? I don't know why he was so miffed, because they might face that in the World Cup. Anyway, good win for Ireland. Wales are going to have to take that one on the chin. Does that make a big difference to their prospects in the World Cup? Let me know what you thought about that game. And now that's all the warm-up games done pretty much. I'll come back in the week with a kind of general roundup of where I think everyone stands now going into the World Cup. Things are getting close, they're getting exciting, and until next time, I will see you then.